Good morning to you. Let's get a check of your traffic. Starting off in Davis County, this is I-15 of Park Lane in Farmington. On the southbound side, we do have some lane restrictions and a broken down vehicle off to that right lane. But traffic is still getting by and we're still seeing smooth and quiet conditions. Taking a look at the map, we are now completely accident free. We have an earlier accident southbound along SR 36 at Saddleback Boulevard. But where you're going to see those slow speeds as you make your approach to the I-80 eastbound on-ramp there. The good news is once you pass milepost 100 near the edge of the Great Salt Lake, past the 201 freeway and then continue on, you are relatively quiet. No major issues along Bangor, quiet across the Mountain View corridor, and I-15 is moving up to speed. We'll take a look at your commute through Midvale coming up in just a bit.
Deja, thank you
so much. 6:11. Let's get a check of your traffic. Take a look at the map with me. Lots of green indicating no major delays out there as you're heading out the door. But then when we zoom in a little bit closer, the only issue that we're seeing, of course, is the normal congestion coming out of Lake Point. So you just keep that in mind. No major issues I-80 east or westbound as you travel between Salt Lake City and the Magna area. 201 is moving up to speed from there all the way over to Bangor, and no major issues on our surface streets. Northbound through Midvale, you're relatively quiet near 78 south with speeds coming in at 72 miles per hour. 215 interchange is also moving up to speed, and we're delay-free dropping down out of Parley's this morning. Coming in from Park City, still a 27-minute ride.
Disney rolling out a new app.
So much. Let's get a check of your commute coming in from Utah County. Starting to see some congestion building near Point of the Mountain. Southbound traffic is going away from us with northbound traffic coming towards us. And we are starting to see those lanes packed just a little bit, but still seeing average speed. So good news there. I-15 northbound coming in from Provo to Lehigh, still a 21-minute ride. From Point of the Mountain up to Salt Lake, you are relatively quiet, thankfully, with no major issues. So consistently, still a 30-minute ride as you travel from Provo to Salt Lake City. We're seeing just a little bit of congestion coming out of Parley, so we'll take a look at that coming up in just a bit.
Deja.
All right, let's get a check of your traffic this morning. Now, we did receive reports of a crash I-80 eastbound near the 215 interchange that was blocking a right shoulder. But take a look at our UDOT camera. Not seeing it here from this perspective, but just giving you a heads up on the approach if you're about to head out the door traveling eastbound along I-80. We're relatively quiet across our interstate systems. No major issues across the I-15 corridor. Quiet coming in from Park City, and southbound from Ogden remains a 29-minute ride. Thanks so much. All right, we found this crash for you. This is I-80 eastbound near the mouth of Parley's Canyon. We have a crash working here. It is blocking your right shoulder with emergency crews on the scene as well as MAP vehicles. It looks to be a crash and then a broken down truck as well. So you definitely want to use some caution on the approach. Taking a look at the map, we are seeing some congestion building. Take a look at this. Near 2300 East is where we're starting to see some of that congestion building. So give yourself some extra time there. Big jump on the map. Still dealing with some delays out of Lake Point this morning. So give yourself some extra time. But the good news is once you reach that I-80 eastbound on-ramp, you're clear sailing all the way over to the airport. And this weekend, the Natural History Museum of Utah is celebrating Bug Fest. And for the very brave bug lovers out there, if you're feeling a little adventurous, you can try eating some of those bugs. And I was able to stop by yesterday and try some myself.
So you just pop it right in, crunch it right up.
Pop it in, crunch it up. Like popcorn. Oh my God.
Not bad, right?
Not bad. Right?
Listen,
Right?
It does not taste like popcorn. And those were chili lime crickets. And I have to tell you, I'm the star of the family group chat this me and say, girl, you're eating bugs. She's like, if you want something, she's like, I'll send you some crawfish. Because when I told him, I was like, I'm from New Orleans. He's like, well, you eat mud bugs. No, crawfish are different. Crickets and crawfish, no. Thanks so much. All right, things still heating up on your roadways. Dealing with the crash blocking your right shoulder, I-80 eastbound near the mouth of Parley's Canyon. Multiple vehicles involved, but emergency crews and MAP vehicles, Motorist Assistance Patrol, are on the scene. We are seeing a little bit of stacking on the approach. So you want to keep that in mind as you're heading out the door. Starting to see those delays, though, improving just a little bit after some earlier congestion. And we'll have a full check of your interstates and arteries coming up in just a bit. Ladies, thank you so much. Let's get a check of your traffic. The I-15 corridor is relatively quiet through Utah County. You won't start pumping the brakes until you reach that northbound I-215 interchange. Thankfully, we are accident-free along the I-15 corridor. The only congestion that we are seeing, of course, is if you're dropping down out of Parley's going on the eastbound side. Southbound from Ogden, relatively clear, a 29-minute ride there, and thankfully not seeing any major issues as you travel through North Salt Lake. Matt, I'll send it over to you.
All right.